YTPC. Let me turn that sound down so we don't get latency and echo. Padre coming to you via the virtual airways of YouTube to say hello there, YouTube live community. How the heck are you? I hope you're doing okay. See if we got some folks on with us yet. Hey Chris, doing well, thank you. Burley Bob is with us as well. Thought I'd take to the virtual airwaves for a few minutes this afternoon just to say hello. Perhaps you are having an afternoon or after lunch bowl of something nice. That is all I'm trying to do on this Monday. Oh my goodness, I need a haircut. Good news, I'm getting one this week. This lockdown has just been, it's been horrendous for the old mop top. Enjoying some black coffee and also enjoying this beautiful Stanwell. This is from the Sterling, their Sterling line. It's got that little silver Sterling band on it. And I'm enjoying it this afternoon. Cracked a tin, went ahead and broke down. Cracked something that ain't there no more. Dunhill Mixture BB 1938, also known as Smooth as a Baby's Bottom. And it really is. It's a wonderful English, but Virginia forward English. There's some brights, there's some reds. There's just enough Cyprian Latakia or Latakia, depending upon your preferred pronunciation, to give it some nice body, keep it cool smoking. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. For those of you of the Christian persuasion, I pray that you enjoyed a blessed Pentecost Sunday yesterday. Oh, we got some more folks online. Hello, Tim. Hello, Monty Piper. Hello, Pacific Coast Piper. Bob Burley, I'm sorry, Burley Nut Bob just called me crazy. I can live with that. Thank you, Tim. And Blake 642 says he looks like he checked out YouTube at the right time. You know, folks, the reality is I am not organized enough to be able to say, hey, I'm going to live stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. or whatever. You know, some of these guys who have their regular shows, I admire that. That's wonderful. I just, I can't do it. Nick Foster's joined us. Michael Fisher's joined us. Barbed Wire Piper has joined us, and Boris the Piper is with us. And Bob Burley Nut Bob says, crazy times. It is indeed. I hope wherever you are right now that it's safe. It really is crazy times that we're living in. It's a shame to see what has developed over the past week since Memorial Day. Lack of appreciation for human life has brought about some of the ugliness that we're witnessing in our cities, where people have a lack of appreciation for humanity. And it's sad. Chad's with us. Hey, Yardism. Blessed to have all of you with us today. If anybody's enjoying something, let me know in the comments what you're enjoying. Whoop, this side. I'm on Scarlet Ovespa today because it's riding weather. Folks, I called this "It Must Be Summer" because it's overcast. It's a little cloudy today where I am, and it's just hot. It's hot. It's humid, and I know summer doesn't start for another 3 weeks. officially. But man, summer is upon us down here in the Big Easy where I am. It's hot, it's humid, it only gets worse. When we hit August, late July into August, even a little bit of early September, it gets hot down here. It does indeed. Hey, Matthew Tremblay is with us. Good afternoon to you, sir. I don't know if any of you are fans of the Dunhill Mixture BB 1938. Of course, Dunhill's not producing their blends anymore. Peterson has taken over. The Petersons that I have had are just as good as the Dunhills. I mean, nothing got lost in production, but Peterson did not continue making all the blends, and this is one of the ones they haven't. And there's a couple of matches on the market. I know Hearth and Home has a match for this. I haven't tried yet, but I'm looking forward to doing it because I've always enjoyed this. And let it be known, call me a freak, I do believe that this is better than the 965. I know. People are going to hate on me for saying that. And I hope the sound is okay. I'm in front of the garden over here at church, and there's a thoroughfare out there. Traffic is back. People are not on lockdown anymore, even though we're only in phase 1, and it's noisy with the traffic. Pacific Coast Piper has joined us, asking if I've been to St. James Parish. Yes. You know, the irony of being just, I don't know, not even an hour, 45 minutes away from St. James Parish is, that doesn't help us get any of those good Perique blends. For instance, Samuel Galwith's St. James Flake, which is an awesome blend, and a shout out to Redcoat's Return for sending me some, because we can't really get it over here. Now, of course, the Perique is from right up the street, but the blend is made in Europe, and so you're at the you've got to wait for the distributors to be able to get it into the U.S. market, and then to get it into your local B&M, or if you can find it online. Got some cigar leaf going on there, and his hand-carved plumwood freehand is what Pacific Coast Piper's got going this afternoon. Mike Howell's with us. Says he can't watch, but he can listen from the top of a very high scaffold. My friend, you need to be very careful. A very quick prayer for Mike Howell on top of that scaffold. Lord be with him. That's dangerous work. You carve pipes, do you? All right. And Donald Hughes is checking in from Houston. Hope you are doing well, sir. I suspect there are parts of the country, and I know that there's probably people, there might even be people who have checked in from other parts of the world, but over here in North America where it's not feeling like summer yet. But it is down here in Nolens, and I suspect Donald Hughes down in Houston it is as well. Hello, WV Grizzly. Ted Kennedy's with us. He gives an amen. I'm assuming he's joining me in prayer for our brother of the Briar who is listening on top of working on a scaffold this afternoon. What's Pamati? Goodness, I don't know if I said that even close. Hi there from Scotland. I told you, all around the world. It's the beauty of this technology. Pacific Coast Piper says he's smoking one that he carved himself. Anybody out there got a Pacific Coast Piper pipe? You make them publicly available, do you? Burley Nut Bob's got some Aaronmore going for the first time. Hey, that's a good that's a nice blend. If I remember, a fair amount of the what is the word I'm looking for? Doesn't that have a Lakeland's essence about it? Yardism says it's going to hit 95 Wednesday. My goodness. You know, where I am, we're close enough to the Gulf of Mexico where our 80s feel like 90s, our 90s feel like 100s because our humidity level is so high. So the heat index comes into play, and it just gets it's you know, people joke about, oh, but it's a dry heat, and there's something to that. I've been to Vegas and Arizona, and the dry heat, I mean, it gets hot. But man, when you throw our humidity on top of it over here, it's the part that it's not just a matter of a subjective feeling. It really is just your physiology. And the older you get, the harder it gets. Your body just can't take that heat and humidity. It gets to be very brutal. Pacific Coast Piper says he's new. He's fairly new to the hobby, and so he has not made any of his pipes publicly available. But well, when you do, let me know. I would love to be a guinea pig for you, brother. Perhaps I could critique one for you over here on the channel. You know, there it is. I'll always bring a spare pipe lighter with me because you just never know. And it's the little mini Acolyte stolen from the Acolyte closet for Blue Dog. So what's going on, folks, in your parts of the world with this COVID thing? We are in phase 1 over here where I am. So restaurants are at 25% capacity. Churches, 25% capacity. In fact, here we will, this coming Sunday, Trinity Sunday, will be our first regathering. And I've been using that word with my parish, my flock, because we have not closed. We have never closed our doors as a church. And in fact, we have not missed a Sunday. We continue to worship. This past Sunday, I did so with 6 people, including myself, because, you know, those were the people who were there to help produce it, so to speak, to get it on YouTube. But we have continued worshiping, and we've had wonderful response on our YouTube channel where people have worshiped with us. This coming Sunday, we will regather as a parish. For those who are comfortable coming to church, we'll have multiple services, though. More so than we normally have, because we want to keep the number squashed. And we'll do that for a bit. And we'll keep streaming, too. I think that's one of the blessings that's come out of this for us, and probably for many out there who are in ministry. Their churches might not have ever streamed before, and they had to learn how to do it very quickly. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox again about how politicians got up there and wagged their fingers and told us to wear masks and to socially distance and to work from home, all the while they did none of the above. How all the way from, and I'm bipartisan in this, folks, from the president, who's a Republican, to my governor, who's a Democrat, to the mayor of the city of New Orleans. All of them have daily gathered for their press conferences, not wearing masks, not socially distancing, inviting the press. Why couldn't they do Zoom the way I had to learn to do Zoom when I have my parish council meetings? Or why couldn't they use YouTube the way I have had to learn to use YouTube to stream my Sunday Holy Eucharist services? Why? Because the rules don't apply to politicians. Let's just be honest. 3 bells coming our way. Originally, when I set out to go live, I said, well, I'll do it till 3 o'clock, but I'm just having too much fun, and I'm enjoying this Dunhill Mixture BB 1938. Who else is with us? Yardism says they've got curfews added to the lockdown. Fun times. I'm assuming that has to do with the social unrest at the moment, though, not COVID related. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm assuming that's what that's about. Remind me again where you are, Yardism. Let's see, Nick Foster, north of Atlanta, and honestly, COVID has taken a back seat. Right, I mean, that's the case. It seems to have taken a back seat to what's going on right now. Restaurants partially opened, yeah. Unfortunately, I feel for the restaurants because, at 25%, even 50%, that's not profitable for them. And there's going to be a lot of mom and pop operations that are going to go out of business, and it's horrible. Donald Hughes, thank you for helping. I appreciate that. Boris the Piper's with us. In Finland's restaurants open today with limitations, half capacity, have to close by 11 p.m. Yeah, of course, because after 11 p.m. COVID becomes much more contagious. See, that's the silliness to some of this. That's another thing that drives me bonkers. Bars that serve food can be open right now where I am, but bars that don't serve food can't be, because everybody knows it's much more contagious if you're in a bar that doesn't serve food. I mean, come on. It's craziness. Hey there, Walter. Governor in Ohio, according to Tim Kennedy, did it right. Slowly reopening now. Good deal. Is your governor still... oh man, I can't think of his name. Ran for presidential nomination last time around. I liked him. Can't think of his name off the top of my head. He's actually a member of the ACNA. Donald Hughes, San Jose. Okay. Yardism, San Jose. Thank you. There you go. Riots, curfew, COVID, lockdown. Sad. Absolutely sad. So sorry to hear that. Fruits, nuts, etc. Chad. And Purdue Piper's with us. Purdue Piper, a blessed Pentecost to you, my friend. Glad you could be with us today. As we're just shooting a breeze, just a lazy Monday afternoon, and yeah. So I don't know, man. It's crazy times. Somebody said it earlier. I think it was Burley Nut Bob. Crazy times. We are indeed in crazy times. But no matter how crazy the times may get, isn't life always made better? Relaxing with a nice black cup of coffee, an enjoyable bowl of a wonderful blend, whatever the case is for you, whatever the blend is for you. That's what it is for me right now. Has anybody had the knockoff, the match? Anybody had the match for BB 1938? I'm going to have to break down and try it because my tins of this are going to be running low. Thank you, Purdue Piper. Monty Piper, North Metro Atlanta here. My church is still doing the live stream and will be for a while. Okay. I pray that your church continues to do that even after you guys regather. And I may have started this thought and not finished it. I'm using the term regather. Yeah, I did finish that thought because we never close, so it's not like we're reopening. And I know, I've got some folks that I'm encouraging in my congregation don't come out yet because of either age and or medical conditions or whatever. Stay safe. Look, there is nothing more precious than the life that you've been given. No need to take any risk with it. And I know I sound like maybe I'm flopping around on the topic. Nothing more precious than life, yet I mock when politicians say things like, well, you can serve food, but only till 11 o'clock. As I mockingly and sarcastically and perhaps even cynically say, because COVID is much more dangerous and contagious after 11 p.m. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Oh, Kasich. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Tim Kennedy. That's who I was trying to think of. But he's not governor anymore. Okay, DeWine. Gotcha. Well, thank you, Pacific Coast Piper. This is one of my favorite shapes as well. I do enjoy a good Bulldog or a Rhodesian. And this one smokes like a charm, this Sterling by Stanwell. Yeah, Tim Kennedy, the Petersons that I have had, which have included EMP, Early Morning Pipe, Tinned Lizzie, which for those who don't know, that's Elizabethan mixture. I can't tell the difference. I mean, there's been nothing that's been different about Peterson taking over. It's just that Peterson hasn't taken over all the blends. Some of them they have let go, including this My Mixture BB 1938, Baby's Bottom, as it's referred to. In fact, old Hollywood Briar did a little, not a little, his videos tend to be a little long, but he does really good work, very high production quality. He did a bit of a history on it too, which I didn't realize. Baby's Bottom came back, it was, I know it was like a local pipe shop did it, maybe till the 30s or something, and at some point Dunhill took it over, and Pipes and Bees is with us. We got a nice little crowd on, considering it's Monday afternoon. Looks like we got 24 happening at the moment. I haven't been paying attention to that number to see if it was higher and we lost anybody, or. But we even got as far away as Scotland, and it's a shame that we don't have Mark VV of the Briar Bothy with us at the moment, since he thinks he's Scottish. Cola herd, I guess so. If you're referring to the Dunhill portfolio, I've just always enjoyed this. It is probably a little lighter in some ways than the 965. I think the Virginias just play so nicely in it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Nice, nice, nice. You know, I sort of miss that I haven't been as active as I would like to be in YTPC or on Twitter or in Instagram. And you would think that, you know, in a time of lockdown, you would have more time for that. But I'm telling you, folks, learning how to do my trade and to do it virtually has been very time consuming. I'm waving because a cop just pulled in to my parking lot. I don't know why. She waved, so she's friendly. But if I get arrested, it's going to happen on a live stream. No, we do have a fairly busy thoroughfare out here, and a lot of times, and I appreciate this, people will pull into our parking lot in the middle of the day just to check their phones, which is wonderful. There is no need to check your email or to text or do Facebook while you're driving. Pull into a parking lot and do that. And police officers will often pull in, and that bird looked ticked. I'll see them out there, and they're doing paperwork or whatever in the parking lot, which is wonderful. Again, you know. Oh, we got Rob Van Escheten, I don't know if I said that right, in the Netherlands with us today. Restaurants, etc., opening again. Social distancing in place, loosening up. No obligation to wear a mask in public. Okay. Except for on transportation. I guess you can't really social distance on a bus. So, you know, that makes sense. All right. Wharf Valley Boys with us. Matthew's asking thoughts on Elizabethan mixture. That is a very nice Virginia blend. I think was probably the first of the Dunhills that I tried in the Peterson genre, or the Peterson portfolio. And I don't think it missed a beat. And again, any of the ones that I've had, they haven't missed a beat. So I'm assuming it's just being manufactured the same place it always was. I mean, Dunhill is not a manufacturer of tobacco. They just threw their name on it. So I'm assuming Peterson's just taking it and now they're putting Peterson on it. Doesn't seem like a whole bunch has changed from it. But I'll tell you, I am looking forward to trying this match for this, just because if it's, you know, close, even 90% close, it's going to be a good. This is a super blend. I just have always enjoyed this. Like I said, I don't have a problem with 965. That just seems to be everybody's favorite, and this has always just been on the top for me. Because although it's got the Latakia in it, for me this is an all year round kind of blend. I think the Virginias make it good for spring and summer. The Latakia, which a lot of, for me anyways, a fall winter kind of, but it's not so heavy. And it's just such a flavorful, and you get the flavors, all of the you get the doughiness from the Virginias. You get a little citrusiness from the brighter Virginias. The Latakia gives it the body, and I think helps it burn cooler as well. No bite whatsoever to this. Not warming up this. This is a rather thick bowl too, but not warming up the bowl. Enjoyable, enjoyable, enjoyable. Pairs well with black coffee. Of course, what doesn't pair well with black coffee, right? All right, I got a stumper. What does it say here? Pacific Ghost Piper says, Padre, here's a stumper for you. If y'all could only ever have one tobacco for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. His is Margate, and I do enjoy Margate. And I think that this answer for me changes, which of course is silly. So what I say today would be different in 6 months and would have been different 6 months ago. So, man, I don't know. If I think about the ones that just tried and true, always good to me, I would put Father Dempsey in there. This BB9 1938, I could put in there. I would put, I've been just enjoying the heck out of that Sutliff 507S, the stoved, but I also like the flake, the bright Virginia flake, that 507C. Always good to me. Always flavorful. Never bites. Then there's, I've got my favorite aromatics, including, I love, ain't there no more, but the Holiday Spirit from McClellan. I could live on that. I like the, what is the fall blend? Sleepy Hollow. As an aromatic, I could live on that. So I got a ton of them. I guess that really defeats the purpose of your question, doesn't it? Because I'm not narrowing it down to one. If you guys have one, go ahead and throw it in the box and give Pacific Coast Piper an answer to this. Tim Kent, yeah, a few blenders now. McBaron's big and is always, yeah. Oh, Kamoy Cast 7, number 7, the coins, Donald Hughes says. All right. I got to get back to Kamoys. I got away from them, and I don't know why. They got some good stuff. Mike Howell says, hard choice between... Star of the East, another. That's a great lat bomb. Haunted Bookshop. That's one I could probably spend the rest of my life without. But God bless you for being able to tolerate it and enjoy it. It just kicks my butt. Choosing just one sounds terrible. I'm with you on that, brother. Amen. Rector's Blend. Yeah, well, you can't get the components for it anymore. Lane stopped making the BS005. Hornet Bookshop and Old Joe Krantz is what Yardism's saying. Definitely he's a strength guy who likes burley, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. Thank goodness we don't have to be on a deserted island with only one blend. Even with, you know, the hits our hobby has taken, and the industry has taken in the past few years, still a lot of good choices out there. Lots and lots and lots of good choices. Well. Anybody off today? Or are you still working from home? Or are you like the guy up on the scaffold? Is that Mike? You're at work? And you're still doing YouTube? Kind of like I am, right? By law, they have to give me a break, I think. I don't know. Or the Golden Slice, as Louisiana Texas Viper. That's a nice one. It's just a good Virginia. I've got better Virginias, I think, but I mean, you can't go against what the crowd. I mean, a lot of people like the Golden Slice, no doubt. C&D Bijou. Now that is that was part of that Cellar series, if I'm not mistaken, which I think I have a couple of tins of in the cellar, and I don't think I've ever cracked them. Yardism's off. Retire at home daily. Good for you. That is awesome. Congratulations. One day. You're essential, huh, Monty Piper? All these, with the, you know, phase 1 in place, all those non-essentials have taken up traffic on the road again. It was nice when there wasn't a whole lot of people on the road, I have to say that. Working from home and loving it. I hear you, Louisiana Texas Piper. McConnell's Original Oriental. You know, I have not had that one. McConnell's makes some good stuff. Well, guys, I hate to do this. I just got to notice I'm using a laptop and I did not plug it in. And so the battery life is going to be running out. So I'm going to have to sign off or it's just going to throw me off. So this has been a fun chat, though. And I hope all of you are doing well. And appreciate you being online with me. We need to do this more often. I really do need to get better organized and maybe pick a time where we can get together after lunch once a week or so and enjoy our hobby together and just chat and hang out. It's thoroughly enjoyable. But when this thing gives me the warning, it really is going to turn itself off in just 2 minutes or so. So I better get out of here. I thank all y'all for being online. If you're watching it in replay, hey, thanks for watching, and hope to see you on the virtual airwaves again very shortly. But until then, Padre Piper, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. Y'all have a great one.